So, are you thinking of retiring? Are you looking forward to retiring? Or maybe you're not looking forward to retiring. I'll tell you one thing. You know, all these developers that actually make these retirement villages and things like that, they are always on this one stupid plan. Like they think that everybody thinks the same way. They put golf courses out there and shit like that, and restaurants. I think there's a lot of retired people that don't want to be doing that shit. Especially if it's a retired guy that's single or something like that. They don't want to be playing on golf on La La Land and stuff. And I got some suggestions. Because if I was a developer of retirement villages, I would actually have my own way of doing things. And I can tell you one thing, there'd be pool halls in it with beer, with double X on the side there and all that other stuff. It'd just be just like, it wouldn't look like a freaking retirement villages. It would look like back in the old days. And it could be like from the 50s, the 60s, the 40s, or whatever the hell it is, with that type of decor too, instead of all the modern gee-whiz gizmo shit. What do you know, pinball machines that go twang, twang, twang instead of its electronic shit. Real pinball machines would be freaking cool, at the pool hall. The other thing would be by the pool, right? By the pool, there would be a bar where you could sit over there in the pool, in the water, and drink your ass off. You know what I mean? That would be the way to have it because, these pools are so like, I mean, hey, you're supposed to be tired, you're supposed to have fun. What are you paying those HOA dues for anyway? Freaking to have it all bunch of rules? No, man. It's supposed to have some fun, So there'd be bars by the pools. And also, I'd say there'd be an auto hobby shop for your classic cars, your classic rides. Because I think everybody that's retired ought to be driving the same car they've been driving, if they want to, that is, when they were a teenager, man. What the hell? I mean, that'd be a lot of fun. And it'd be like places to do drag races and stuff like that on the grounds. Do some burnouts in your driveway, some power braking and stuff like that. No HOA rules on big grease stains and stuff and having car parts and engines laying on the lawn. None of that stuff, If you want to pull the whole damn thing apart on your lawn and jack it up on freaking cinder blocks, no problem. But, also it'd be good to have a professional lift available with the regular hobby shops. You can get together with all the people in the villages, in the retirement villages, and go work on those old freaking classics, That'd be the way to do it. The other thing to have is a indoor shooting range. I mean, that'd be cool. I think that'd be really cool to have an indoor shooting range. How many freaking retirement places got indoor shooting ranges? None. I mean, what the hell are they thinking of? These developers. What the hell are they thinking of? Hey, if I was doing this shit, I know this would take off. I ain't got the bucks to freaking make this thing happen. Oh, I know the freaking, there'd be all kinds of yo-yo liberals after me left and right. But hey, man, if you're out there, you're retired, you're going to have some fun, You want to go shoot up the freaking inside of the range? Hey, no problem, man. Hey, just like old girl here, she could be your instructor. So anyway, the other thing is, instead of having these Walgreens stupid pharmacies with all those funny meds, hey, we could have this Shuraganga pharmacy from Asia and India and all that other stuff. With all the crazy pills that work better than Viagra. And really liven things up, with the natural way, too, of course. So, I mean, the hell with the freaking Medicare, the Medicaid, and everything. Hey, Medicare and Medicaid support all this stuff, no problem, man. Hey, man, I think Obamacare ought to just build the whole damn thing. I mean, that would be cool, some of that Asian Aphrodite's medicine. Hey, what the hell, man? What the hell, man? You retired, might as well go out having fun, And the other thing is you could have masseuses to bring out the blood flow and break up the kinks and stuff from being in the pool and drinking and stuff and whatever you've been doing or pulling engines out of your hot rod or whatever. I mean, hey, this is a retirement. You're supposed to be having fun, not freaking like, 50 million rules. And, I guess the HOA has got to freaking look the other way on all these rules or make a different set of rules that could work with the situation. I think it should be. So anyway, these are my ideas, and they could skip the golf. I mean, I've seen every one of these retirement villages out here, whatever they have, golf. Who gives a shit about golf? I hate golf. It's stupid. I mean, to me, it'd be better off having like a track with a bunch of dirt bikes rolling around, hitting the sand traps, doing burnouts, and doing some jumps. Golf is weird. I don't like golf. I don't know how the hell people can get into that stupid sport. You go out there on the grass in the hot sun and you and you breathe the fertilizer fumes, and you die of cancer from all the fertilizer fumes, right? Right, Obama? Anyway, or you got this stuff with the bicycle with a helmet. Who the hell ever rides a bicycle with a helmet? I ride a motorcycle with a helmet because of bugs. They got those big ass beetles, and if you hit one of those at 60 miles an hour, you'll feel it. But on a bicycle, I never use a helmet. Never, ever, ever. I don't know if that's dangerous. Maybe it is dangerous, but I've been doing it for years, so I don't know. Maybe, whatever. But definitely not on a bicycle. And those are the geekiest, stupid things I ever seen. But if you want to ride a bicycle and be green like old girl here, go right ahead. Now she's having a better enjoyment, but she's got enough hair on her head. She probably cushioned a fall if she hit her head anyway. So, bicycles are pretty cool though. I'd have to agree, but you got to really loosen up the way you ride and stuff, and not be too rigid and too many rules and blah blah blah. And it's a pretty cool way to catch some rays too at the same time, and got your water bottles filled up with your special alcoholic beverages, and you can be drinking that stuff and pedaling at the same time. That'll be cool, And go helmetless. I know somebody's going to give me shit about that, but I just freaking always hated helmets with a bicycle. I think the only time I rode with bicycle helmets was in a race, because they freaking made me buy one. That's the only reason I even own one. So, but anyway, Asian masseuses, Asian pharmacies with special herbs and stuff like that. An indoor shooting range would be another damn great thing to have. And an old hobby shop, and no rules about pulling the engines and putting your car up on blocks in the lawn and spreading out all the parts with the fenders and stuff out there on the lawn. Nobody's allowed to bitch about that. It's fine with the rules. You can have all your tools out there and shit with tarps. And you could have, an outdoor pool with a bar. You could sit at the bar, get drunk off your ass. And if you fall, it's not going to be too far. You're far in the water, somebody will pick you up, And just wear a life preserver, whatever the hell it is, if you're freaking drinking a lot in the bar, in the water. And you'd have some pool halls down in the freaking basement with some, old-time rock and roll and pinball machines, the old type with the flippers and shit like that, and some beer and, Budweiser and shit. So I tell you what, man, you'd be looking forward to retiring in those kind of situations. I would be. I'd be like, shit, that'll be the deal, man. The thing is, you get together with your buds and you can freaking really raise hell. And the old ladies and shit like that, get them on the back of the motorcycles, put them in the hot rods, and go raise hell out there in the town and terrorize the youngsters. That'll be fun. Because you'd be reliving your teenage days, except on steroids. Because I'd be jacked up on all those Asian herbs, you know what I mean? Those Asian herbs, man, you never know what the hell they can do, man. You could probably be living about 800 years old and outliving freaking Moses, for crying out loud, I got a video out there about the freaking guy in China who lived to be like 250 years old plus. Hey, you need these herbs, man. This is better than freaking Obamacare, Medicare, Medicaid, and all this other shit. So anyway, have fun, the hell with it. Enjoy the masseuses. Skip the stupid golf. Skip the freaking weird-ass bicycle helmets, and if you want to ride a bike, cool, and chase after, she could be your pace girl. That'll be fine. Give you a little more incentive to get out there and exercise, because you'll be keeping your eye on the ball there in front of you, you know what I mean? That's what I'd be doing. Old girl was to be pace girl. I'd be like, I don't want to get her out of sight, man. I'd be like riding really hard. You know what I mean? So if there's a chick I knew to freaking ride a bicycle fast, I'd be riding it fast trying to catch her, you know what I mean? That'd be good incentive. So anyway, think outside the box. And let's have some fun with retirement. And these are my ideas on the retirement freaking villages, because I don't know where the hell these other squares come up with this shit, man. They think everybody's supposed to play golf, and they're supposed to be doing this, and they're supposed to be doing that. And I'm like, screw it, man. And you can make the whole thing a gated community, so if the cops can't come in there and stuff. So if you're really raising hell, the cops can't come in there because it's private property. So, hey, man, be like the good old days back in the 50s and shit, without all this other shit that's going on today, right? So, anyway, these are my ideas, and, bub, have a bud, that's what I gotta tell you, man. Just go back to the old ways, man. And, this actually would work, why? You know why this would work? Because when people are put in their environment that they grew up in, it's like all those memories just click and it's just spark to life, man. It's like all the wires, their environment, it's like the wires. All the wires are now connected to them because they're back in their element again. And, you'd probably see some really crazy freaking old people You ain't gonna be taking her old. They're gonna be crazier than young people because they're back in their environment again. I tell you, I wish I was in charge of this shit, man. I know it would sell too. I know it would sell. Oh, big time it would sell. It would definitely sell big time. I'd have the number one freaking retirement freaking community in the whole damn country. I know I would. But I'm putting it out here for an idea for those big bucks real estate developers because this is a damn idea and a half, I'll tell you the truth. And I'll tell you one thing, it's going to put a smile on a lot of faces that are retired people because this shit's going to be fun.